Good afternoon, everybody. Let's begin in a sitting position. Any old comfortable seat will do. Rest your hands over your knees, take an upright seat. And then let your chin come down a little bit, lift the heart up so the heart moves closer to the chin. And then begin to slow your breath. Keep the arms straight to help lift the heart. You can also gently press the backs of your forearms or hands against your knees. So this is a way of tricking the muscles underneath your armpits to activate your shoulder depressors, and so this helps us anchor the shoulder blades against the back of the rib cage so that we can actually lift the whole rib cage up. And we'll do a really great breathing exercise, which is called Kapalabhati. So really gentle effort is key, and we'll keep the chin down so that the air we do breathe out will land on your heart. So it looks like this. We'll take a little breath in, and it's a quick exhale around the navel. Passive inhale, softening the belly. And the trick is only take a really small breath in before you start. So it takes very little effort to exhale. And then the inhale will happen automatically. And it's only going to be a little bit of air moving. So before we start, let's take a breath in together. Take a normal breath out together. Ujjayi breathing. And now take a small breath, soften the belly, and begin. Exhale fully, empty of air, hold your breath, tension the core, fully empty, and then lift the pelvic floor muscles, drawing the low belly, so we're sucking in a little bit below the navel. Try to hold for another 5 seconds or so if you can. Maybe you can soften the upper belly a little bit. And then engage your core, breathe in. Draw the breath up all the way to the heart. Full of air, hold your breath, lift the heart higher. And exhale, slowly relax. Very good. And then move back into a slump, lower your chin, round your back. Inhale, slowly come forwards, lifting the heart. And then lift your chin at the end. Exhale, round your back, scoop the tail under, look to your navel. Inhale, slowly rise up, root down through the middle of the sit bones. And exhale, shoulders forward, look navel. A few more at your own pace, breathing into the low back. Press into the hands, lifting the ribs. And then exhale, round spine. So really get your spine moving, flexion towards extension. Let those rib cages lift up. Create a lot of space between the hip bones and the ribs. And this is training the pattern of backbending, where there's a softness through the middle belly and a connection to the lower transverse abs, the space below the navel. And this is really key to this sense of getting length up through the crown of the head, which is called axial extension, or also called Maha Mudra in traditional yoga, the Great Seal. And the modern master Krishnamacharya, he created all these really great breathing movement practices that are designed to help us really connect to this idea of Maha Mudra. So if you've learned about the spinal bandhas of yoga, that's just an integration of Maha Mudra. And then once more, pushing through the hands. Inhale. Nice. And then exhale, table pose. And so I'll be guiding you through a mini vinyasa that involves breath retention. Super cool stuff. So from table pose, take a breath in. As you exhale, drop the tail, sit back towards the heels. Inhale, come forward, table pose again. Now for the cool part, exhale, look to your navel, round the back, angry cat. Empty of air, hold the breath, tuck your chin, hold your breath and move into down dog. Try to soften the belly. If you know the abdominal vacuum, incorporate that. And then engage your core to bring the knees down. Take a breath in. Exhale, sit back towards the heels again. And repeat a few more times. Inhale to table pose. Exhale, angry cat, look navel. Follow the breath all the way out. Hold the breath, lock the throat. Downward dog without breathing. Draw the thighs back, soften the belly. Abdominal vacuum, Uddiyana Kriya. Engage the abs to come down. And then inhale. And exhale, sitting back. And then last call for Uddiyana Bandha. Inhale forward. Exhale, round the back, look navel. Lock your throat, swallowing saliva, tongue behind top teeth. So it's impossible to breathe as you move back into down dog. And then try to relax your belly. Keep the throat locked. Try to breathe into your ribs, even though it's impossible to breathe. And you might get this really weird feeling of a vacuum in the belly. Engage your core to come down. Take a breath in. And then with an exhale, we'll sit back towards the heels. And just relax there, bow the head down. You can rest your forearms down. And take some slow, deep recovery breath. Inhale to come forwards, table position. Modified chaturanga. Exhale, lower your pelvis. And we'll meet in Sphinx pose, taking the forearms forward. And so you can bring your feet together, knees apart. And then as you inhale, focus on pulling back with the hands, lifting the rib cage. Exhale, hang out there. And focus on drawing the breath from the belly all the way up to the ribs. We'll take a few more breaths. If you'd like to add to it, you can let the elbows come out to the sides and up, and then actively pull back with your hands. So we're internally rotating the shoulders while pulling back a little. Add one more breath. And on your exhale, bring your hands by your low ribs, full cobra or upward dog. So inward spin of the shoulder. Inhale, lift the heart and then the chin. Exhale from the core, downward facing dog. And feel free to walk your dog, wag the tail, any little movements. Feel it out. Find the tight points in your spine, try to move into them. And take a breath in, lift your heels. Exhale, look forward, bend your knees. Step or jump. Inhale, half lift. Suck in the low belly, look up. Exhale, fold. Bow the head to the knees. Drawing in the low belly, inhale to rise up. Lift the arms overhead. And exhale, arms at sides. Samastitihi, mountain pose. Inhale, lift the arms and shoulders. Look up at your thumbs. Exhale, lead with the chin to fold. Empty, bow the head in. Inhale, lift the ribs, look up. Exhale, plank posture. And then lower down, you can bring the knees to the floor. Inhale to cobra or up dog, pull through. Exhale, downward facing dog, breathe in. And hang out, try to slow your breath, exhaling with sound. Ujjayi breathing. Try to soften your lower back. You can do this by reaching the heels down, dropping the tailbone. You can also think of tensioning the abs a little bit, lifting the pubic bone. Maybe you can feel the breath in your lower back again. On your next inhalation, lift the heels up. Exhale, look to your hands, bend your knees. Jumper step. Inhale to look up. Exhale, bow. Toes spread wide. Lifting the heart, inhale. And exhale, arms at sides. And we'll take a resting breath. And get even taller on the exhale. Round 2. Inhale, draw in the low belly, look thumbs. Exhale, lean back through the heels, empty to look in. Inhale, half lift. Option to push through your hands is there. Exhale, low plank, chaturanga. And then inhale, up dog. Exhale from the core, down dog. It may help to step the feet a little closer to your hands. It can also be helpful to have your feet wider than hip width. Play around with it. As flexibility increases, you may find it nice to have the feet closer to each other, so the inner thigh muscles may become more active and the outer hips can turn down a little bit. 3 more breaths. And whether you're resting or working, stay with the breath. It's really a breathing practice first. The intensity is totally optional throughout. So 1 more breath in. Bend your knees on your next exhale. Look to your thumbs. Inhale, jump or step. And then look up. Exhale, fold in. Contract the abdomen to empty. Inhale, rise up, lift the arms. Exhale, arms at sides. And take a resting breath in. Resting breath out. Last one. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, fold over. Follow your nose to your belly button, curling in at the end. Inhale, lift the head. Lean into the hands. Low plank, exhale, down slow. Inhale, up dog, spinning the shoulders in. Exhale, from the core, downward facing dog. And breathe. 1. Slow the breath. 2. Focus on really feeling the breath through the spine. One more breath in. Exhale, bend the knees. Look to your hands. Jumper step. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, mountain pose. Resting breath in, hands to heart. Exhale, bend your knees, reach forwards. Slow inhale to reach up, chair pose. Exhale, fold, hands down. Lean into your hands, bend your arms, inhale. Try lifting your heels, maybe the feet. Exhale, low plank, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, down dog. Right foot steps forward, back foot flat. Pause. Inhale, roll up to warrior 1. Lift your arms. Exhale, low plank. Stretch the breath. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Left foot forward, back foot flat. Inhale, warrior 1. Arms up. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward dog. Drop into the breath. 1. And we'll take 3 more breaths. 2. One more breath in. Exhale, bend the knees. Jumper step. Inhale to look up. Exhale, fold. Heavy heels as you bend the knees. Inhale to chair pose. Exhale, standing tall, mountain pose. Hands to heart, inhale. Exhale, reach forwards, bend your knees. Inhale, lift the arms, chair pose, Utkatasana. Exhale, fold over. Inhale, look up, lean into the hands a bit. Exhale, step or jump back, Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog, right foot forward, back foot flat. Round your back like an angry cat. Inhale, roll up. Are cats ever really angry? Mine isn't. Exhale, low plank. It's a little love cat. Purrs my heart all night. Inhale, up dog. I could go on and on, but I won't. Exhale, down dog. Left foot forward. Look at your navel, rounding the back. Inhale, roll up. Open the chest. Exhale, low plank, Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. And drop into the breath. 3 more breaths. Inhale to lift the heels. Exhale, look forward, bend the knees, and jumper step. Inhale to look up. Exhale, fold in. Bend the knees. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, mountain pose. And one more. Inhale, hands over heart. Exhale, bend the knees. Inhale, intensely awkward pose. Utkatasana. That's what it's called. Exhale, fold. Swear to God. Inhale, look up, push into your hands. Exhale, low plank. Up dog, inhale. Down dog, exhale, right foot forward. Inhale, lift the arms. Look thumbs. Exhale, low plank, Chaturanga. Try lifting your chin as you come down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog, left foot forward. Angry cat spine. Inhale, roll up, and then lift the chin. Exhale, low plank. As the elbows bend, lift the chin. Up dog, inhale. Down dog, exhale. And breathe. So if you'd like to play with spinal waves, I welcome you to exhale forward into high plank. Once you get there, lift your chin. Inhale to down dog. Arms straight, exhale forward. Lifting chin. Inhale, down dog. And once more. Exhale forward. And then inhale, downward dog. Exhale, bend your knees, look thumbs. Jumper step. Inhale to look up. Exhale, bow in, tuck the chin. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, mountain pose. Separate the feet hip width. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, lean forward and catch your big toes or hold your shins. Again, inhale, straighten the arms. Engage your quadriceps. Exhale, bow in. Explore leaning a little bit forward into the balls of the feet. And breathe. You can let your shoulders hang towards your ears a little bit. Let the elbows bend. Play around with it. And drop into your breath. Inhale, lift the heart halfway. Lift the chin. Exhale, step on the palms of the hands, toes to forearms. Feel free to bend your knees more like a squat. Inhale to look forward. Lift the chin. Lengthen the belly. Exhale, bow in. And breathe. If you're quite flexible, you can incorporate the abdominals more while tucking the chin. 2 more breaths. Get 1 more breath in. Long exhale to empty. Hold your breath, lock your throat. Softening the belly, lift the heart halfway, Maha Mudra. Take a breath in. Exhale, standing tall, mountain pose, Samastitihi. Very good. And then we'll stand in the middle of the mat, so you can face the windows off to your side there. And then jump or step the feet 3 feet apart, inhale. Turn the right foot out to the front of the mat, left toes in a little bit. Exhale to triangle pose, Trikonasana, gripping right big toe or slide up the shin. Look to the top thumb and breathe. This might be a really nice opening for the left hip. So focus on engaging the buttocks, rooting the left heel. Steady gazing through the eyes. I see you looking at me, Brooke. Brooke's my buddy. I get to tease him a little. And then strong in the core. Inhale, come up, parallel feet. Left foot out, right toes in a little. Exhale, reach down for left shin or big toe. And breathe. Quadriceps toning. Right heel rooting. See if you can connect that to the firmness of the buttock. Bringing a stretch through that outer right hip. Both sides of the core strong. Inhale, come up, revolve triangle. So from parallel feet, right foot to the front, left foot steps in a bit more. Twist on your exhale, left hand down to the shin or touch the floor next to the foot, top arm up, and breathe. Looking to either hand. If you're working with a hip issue, it can be helpful to stay higher up on your fingertips or higher up on the shin. Exhale to look down. Inhale, come up. Turn all the way to the other side. Left foot to the back of the mat. Right leg spins in a little. Twist on your exhale. Revolve triangle. Right hand across to the outside of the foot or use your shin. Look to either hand. If it feels good, you can strongly press through the right palm, helping to connect to the strength of the right side body. Right side of the core and shoulder. Exhale to look down. Inhale, come up, turn to the side wall, and we'll hop the feet together. Exhale. Long jumper step. Inhale. Extended side angle. Right foot out to the front. Exhale to bend your right knee. Look towards the left thumb. So you could be touching the floor, you could be resting the forearm on the thigh, or you could be hovering the hand somewhere near the floor. It's all good. Consciously contract the buttocks, root through the heels. 1 more breath. And then lifting the left arm strong through the core. Inhale up, parallel feet. Exhale, other side, left foot out, bend the left knee. Reach long through that right arm, gazing towards fingertips. Heavy on the heels, strong in the glutes. The more the glutes can support the pose, the more the hip flexors can relax. Lifting the right arm, come up on the next inhale, parallel feet. Exhale, right foot turns to the front, lower your left knee. Take an inhale to lift the left arm up. And on your exhale, twist, taking the left arm outside of the leg. So you could do prayer or touch the floor. And then once you find your pose, pick up the back knee, turn the right chest open, and breathe. It's a balancing pose first, and then secondly, it could be a really nice stretch for that right hip, pressing the arm and leg into each other. You Think of aiming your bottom elbow towards the floor, just like you did in revolved triangle. Trying to really engage that left side of the arm and core. Right, look down on the exhale, bend your left knee to hover this time, and then take your right arm behind the back to a half-bound position. So right arm behind the back. You're welcome to stay there or take the left arm underneath your leg for a full bind and breathe. Turning that right chest open. If you can, try to hold the right hand. 3 more breaths. Extra challenge, load up the right leg, pushing off your left tiptoes, or fully lift the left leg. And then landing back in the lunge, release the bind. On an inhale breath, come up, turn to the side, and we'll do it all again on the other side. So exhale, low lunge, right knee down. Take a breath to prepare. Exhale, twist, right arm outside the leg. Prayer hands or touch down with the right hand. Strong in the right side of the core. And then rooting into your left foot. Pick up the back knee, 5 breaths. Start to press the arm and leg against each other. Try to squish the belly. On the next exhale, look down, bend the right knee to hover, and then take the left arm behind the back for a half-bound position. Option to touch down with the right hand or slide it under the leg for a full bind, catching your left fingers, and breathe. Extra challenge, push off the tips of the right toes, maybe lift the right leg. 3 more breaths. With an exhale, land the right foot, release the bind. Inhale, come up, turn to the side. Exhale, feet together in the middle, mountain pose. Long jumper step. Inhale, spread the arms. Exhale, hands to the low belly. So we're trying to find the lower abs below the navel, just above the pubic bone. You can press into it with your fingers. And then inhale, suck in the low belly, lift the ribs. Exhale, fold, touch the floor with your hands. Inhale, push off the hands to look up, straight spine. Exhale, fold, bending the arms, walking the hands back. 5 breaths. If you'd like to do any kind of inversion, feel free. If you like tripod headstand, once you're up there, you might try to bring one leg down halfway and keep the other leg up. Super fun. Or you could try to go into side crow if you've had an energy drink before you came to class. 2 more breaths. And then on a long exhale, land the feet. With an inhale breath, lift the heart halfway. Exhale, hands to the waist, try walking the feet just a little closer. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, and then B variation. Spread the arms again on the inhale, open up. Exhale, hands to the low belly, so a few inches away from the navel, and then down. And then inhale, lift your ribs, suck in where the fingertips are. We're going to keep the fingers there this time. Exhale, fold. Keep your chest open, pressing into that low belly point with your fingers. 5 breaths. Lengthen out through the crown. Try to find openness through the chest. And then feel around. Maybe you can soften the abs. Try looking at your belly button. Maybe you can feel the six-pack abs contracting a little bit as you do that. They also act to drop the tailbone by lifting the pubic bone. And if you'd like to try the abdominal vacuum again, go for it. You can empty all the air out and try to suck back the stomach empty. It's one of the easier positions to learn it in. With an exhale, we'll bend the knees and take the hands to the floor. Inhale, lift the heart halfway. Exhale, turn the feet away from each other. Skandasana Vinyasa. Bend your left leg, right leg straight. Inhale across center and switch on the exhale. You could do hands-free mode, or you can use the floor if you'd like to chill out more. It's all good. If you've been doing a lot of strong leg stuff this week, maybe you want to chill out and just stretch more. That's cool. So we'll bend the left leg, right leg straight. Pause at a sweet spot. And then you're welcome to press your left arm against the inner leg, right arm up. Wrap around for a half bound position or full bound position, squeezing the right wrist. If you're lazy like me, you can go into Marichiasana instead. Just kidding. It's a bad yoga joke. You know, it's a bad yoga joke when it relies on Sanskrit too much, you know. All right, exhale, let go. Inhale across center, right leg bending. Exhale, other side. Press your right arm against the inner leg, left arm behind the back, turning that left shoulder inwards for half bound position or full bound. Grabbing left fingers or even the left wrist. Think of the left sitting bone dropping, turning the left hip out a bit. Try squeezing the glutes together. One more breath. And on the exhale, look down, release. Inhale, back to center, parallel feet. Exhale, hands to the waist, bend your knees a bit. Inhale, come up. Exhale, fully. C variation. Inhale, spread the arms out. Exhale, interlace the fingers behind the back. Inhale, open the chest, lift the chin. And then exhale, fold, drawing the inner thighs back, head towards the floor, and breathe. Exhale, bend your knees, hands to the floor. Inhale, lift the heart halfway. Exhale, bring your forearms to the ground, a little bit forward. So feel free to move back on your mat a little. Forearms to the floor, interlace your fingers, and then push through the edge of the hands. Keep the elbows about the width of the head. And as you push through your forearms, spread the shoulder blades. Exhale, lift your heels as high as you can. Inhale, bring them down. Exhale, lift the heels. Inhale, bring them down. Then try a few more times. Try inverting the breath. So you can try to inhale to lean in while keeping the lower belly strong, core braced. If you can get it with the inhale, this actually can make the body a little bit easier to lift up through intra-abdominal pressure. The exhale helps us connect with core, but ultimately, breathing into that core will make the body easier to lift. Nice, one more to go. Notice the strong work in the shoulders, beautiful. And then with an inhale breath, lift the heart halfway, press into the hands. Exhale, pause, hands to the waist. Inhale all the way up. And exhale, feet together, mountain pose. Step the feet about 3 feet apart, inhale. Exhale, turn the right foot to the front of the mat, left toes in a little bit, and then bring the hands behind the back, prayer or fists together. Inhale, roll your shoulders up and back, lifting through the heart. Exhale, fold, tearing the mat apart with the feet initially. Bow over your right leg and breathe. You can also try squeezing the feet towards each other, which can have the effect of turning the pelvis towards that right foot more. Especially useful for many different hip issues. So we get a sense of drawing back through the right hip while hiking up the left hip. Next, exhale, bend your right knee. Take the hands to the floor past your right foot. Inhale, lift the left leg, lift the heart, warrior 3. Option 1, stay here. Option 2, plant the hands. Exhale, head to knee. Option 3, inhale, lift the head, hands on the floor. Exhale, strong core. Swing onto the tips of your right toes. Option 5, handstand. Strong in the heel of the palm, fingertips gripping. And then landing your posture. Inhale to come up. Turn to the side wall. Exhale, turn to the back of the mat, hands to prayer or fists behind the back. Spiraling that right leg in, root the heel, and take an inhale, moving into a back bend. Lift your chin. Exhale, fold over your left leg. Explore tearing the mat apart on one breath, and then turning the pelvis towards your left leg on the next by drawing the heels towards each other. And this sort of duality of opposing movements is the same thing that our legs need to do to hold a handstand or move into it well. Hip flexors and extensors co-activating. Inner thigh muscles, outer hip muscles. 2 more breaths. Long exhale to bend that left knee. Take the hands forward past your toes. Lift the leg on an inhale, so right leg up. Lift the heart. Phase 2, exhale, press through the hands. Bow your head to your knee, standing split. Phase 3, inhale, lift the head, straighten the arms, and start to lean forward. Phase 4, a little swing onto the tip of the toes. Look between your hands. Phase 5, you're in handstand, holding, squeezing inner thighs. Try the scissor leg technique with left leg halfway, right leg up. It's a great way to balance the pose. Work the inner thighs and glutes. Fingertips, heel, palm. A few more breaths. If you fall, it's okay. There's lots of space. No problem. And then exhale, slowly landing. Inhale, coming up. Turn to the side wall. Very good. And then exhale, step to the front of the mat in mountain pose, Samastitihi. All right. Then we'll meet at the front of the mat, hands to heart center. Take a breath in. Exhale, bend your knees. Inhale, lift the arms, chair pose, Utkatasana. Exhale, fold, hands down. Inhale to look up. Exhale, low plank chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale from the core, downward facing dog. Bend your knees, look thumbs. Inhale, plank. Exhale, bent knees. And repeat, knees go wide as they bend. Okay, next phase is jumping into frog legs, like a squat. And then jumping back. Maybe you get a bit of hang time. It's basically a way of tricking you into a handstand. Draw the thigh bones towards the belly, knees out. And then we'll meet in chaturanga. Continue through upward dog on an inhale. Downward dog, exhale. Nice. Inhale through a seated position. Bring your legs out in front. Staff pose Skandasana. Hands by the hips. And then take your legs wide apart and fold the right foot to the inner thigh, about 90 degrees between the knees. With an inhale, reach for your left foot. Lift the ribs as much as you can, and we'll take a few breaths in this first position, keeping the heart lifted, belly lengthened. Long exhales. Create a lift in the pelvic floor to help connect with those lower ab muscles, which are intimately connected to the pelvic floor, the floor of the core. Doesn't have to be super strong, just a gentle engagement is good. And one more long breath in, lift the chin. Exhale, bend the arms, fold over your left leg. 5 breaths. Quadricep contracted, pull back with your arms a bit. Find what feels right. Next inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, lower the chin, strong core. And then take your right hand behind you, left arm back on an inhale. And breathe. You're welcome to open up like more of a back bend from there. Turning the left chest open. Exhale to sit back. And we'll switch sides, taking the left foot in for Janu Shirshasana. So we try to squeeze the legs towards each other. With an inhale, reach for the top of that right foot, lift the ribs, and we'll take a few breaths. And this is really Maha Mudra. So we're just sort of breathing naturally. But if you'd like to look forward, I'll show you my belly for a sec. There's all kinds of cool stuff you can do. I won't be able to talk, so I'll be empty of air, but this is the vacuum. Kids love it. Some adults too. So it's empty of air vacuum, and then we try to breathe into the ribs, but we can't breathe. So it creates this cool pressure thing. It's called low pressure fitness. It's good. Apparently it's quite good for women after giving birth as well. So one more breath in, and exhale, fold. Yeah, pelvic floor is so key, and I think people just don't talk about it enough because of, cultural things around that area, but it's the floor of your core. Helps everything else come together. If you squeeze the inner thigh muscles, that can help activate that connection as well. You can also try actively spreading your right toes. And then once the connection's there, you don't have to do anything anymore. It's just there. You can just chill. If you're doing handstands, it's already there. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, lower the chin, strong core. Left hand back. Inhale, reach through the right arm, lengthening side body or back bending. And then long exhale, slowly sitting back. Bring the legs out in front. Take a breath in. Exhale, lean back 45 degrees. You can bend your knees and then draw them towards your shoulders with the knees wide, feet together. Try to find your neutral spine. Okay, so we want to avoid leaning back like this. Keep the heart up. It's going to really work that low belly pelvic floor connection. If you're flexible, you can try to straighten your legs here. We'll do a few repetitions. Exhale to cross your legs, knees to shoulders. Inhale, try to lift the hips. Exhale, sit back, round two. Squeezing the inner heels together. Squeezing the inner edges of the feet. Awakening that inner leg line. Strong in the core, whatever that means. The next exhale, cross shins, curl in, lift on an in-breath. Exhale, round three. We have a vote for round four. We just need one vote. Yeah, Dan? Is that a yes? All right, thank you, Dan. Exhale, cross legs. Inhale, lift. All right, round four. This is great. It's hard to do 4 rounds on your own. Has anybody here ever done 4 rounds on their own at home? Not easy. Let's do 5 rounds. Cross legs. This will be the last one, I promise. So, last one. Feel free to modify rooting your heels down. This is still really tough. Feel free to lean back a touch more. Exhale, crossing, very good. And then full Vinyasa. Inhale, lift. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale from the core, downward facing dog. Very good. Inhale, high plank. Left arm up on the exhale, side plank. You can stay there or make circles with your left hip. Option to move into Wild Thing, landing the ball of the foot behind you. Raise the heel, open up. Back to plank, inhale. Right arm up, exhale. Side plank, extra challenge, circle the right knee. Option to land the ball of the right foot behind you, wild thing. Opening up a little bit more like a back bend. And inhale, plank. Exhale, lay down onto the belly, legs together. Spread the arms like wings. Inhale, lift everything up, strong in the upper back, squeeze the inner thighs, gaze down the nose. Second variation, hands by low ribs. Keep everything up, keep lifting the legs higher while pushing into the hands, and then try to straighten the legs even more. Exhale down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the right leg. Good. Exhale, step outside of the right hand. Lower your left knee. You can fold the edge of the mat over as an option. We'll meet in a lunging position, lifting the heart. So as you inhale, open the arms like a cactus. Exhale, reverse the movement, lifting the pubic bone, forearms together. 2 more vinyasas. Inhale to open. Exhale, reverse, forearms together. Last one, inhale, open. Exhale, forearms together. From there, straighten the arms, look thumbs, you can stay there, or start to reach back a little bit more, tensing the core to support the posture. To your own comfortable degree. And then hands to heart center. Lean back for half split, folding over your right leg. Option 2, half hero Triang Mukha with the left toenails on the floor outside of the hip. Legs close together. Inhale, lift the heart. Option to reach for that right foot. Exhale, fold over the leg. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, bend the right leg like a squat. And you can bring your left heel closer to the midline, sitting on the left heel. So it'll look something like this. And we'll draw the core of the body in. Bring that squatting leg towards the midline. Left arm across for a twist. So you can support your chin and think about binding, or you can try a half or full bind, taking the right arm behind the back and breathe. If you like an extra challenge, you can lean into your right heel and then try lifting the buttocks, loading up the glutes a bit more. Inhale, look forwards. Exhale, release, vinyasa. Stepping back to plank on the inhale. Low plank, exhale. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Everybody's feeling hot and sweaty? Okay, good, we did it. Left leg up on an inhale. Exhale, left foot outside the hand. Low lunge. Feel free to fold the right edge over for padding. And then we'll lift the heart. With your inhale breath, explore bending the knee, open the arms. Exhale, reverse, lifting pubic bone, tension the core and the back of the legs. A few more vinyasas. And then forearms together. Inhale, reach the arms up, look thumbs, great place to stay. From there, option to lean back, strong in the core. Feel free to explore the movement dynamically or settle into a sweet spot. Hands to heart center to come out of it. Half split or half hero. Once you're all set up, take an inhale to lift the heart. Try to straighten that left leg. Exhale, fold over. If you're in half hero, try to keep your knees close to each other with all the toenails on the floor there. So it can be a little bit tricky for the ankle. In that case, you may find it nice to try this again at home later with a little towel underneath your ankle. It's a good way to do it. 2 more breaths. Very good. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, left leg squatting. We'll bring it a little bit away from the midline. And then leaning into your squatting leg, you can bring your right foot closer to the midline, sitting on that right heel. I like to bring the thigh out a little bit, about 45 degrees. And then explore movement in the left hip joint while leaning back a bit, dropping the tailbone. Good. Now bring that left leg closer to the center. Bring it across the midline to twist. You can bring your right arm outside of that leg. Option to bind or think about binding. And breathe. Maybe you bring that left arm around the back, reaching for the hip. Extra challenge, load up your left heel, lift the buttocks. Nobody wants that one today. Well, maybe a few people. Okay. It's a good one. So, inhale, look forwards. Exhale, release, and Vinyasa. Step back to plank or lift. Inhale. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale to up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Nice. Inhale, come through sitting. And with an exhale, lay down onto the back. Bridge or full wheel, 2 rounds. And that's it for back bending. So if you're going into wheel pose, place your hands under your shoulders, elbows in a little. Exhale to lift your hips, scooping the tail forward. And then inhale, push through the hands, raising the heart up. Exhaling, bend the knees a little more to bring the head down. Inhale up to round 2. Last one. Grip the fingertips. And exhale all the way down, tuck the chin. Windshield wiper the legs side to side. You can bring the feet a little bit wider, even wider than the mat, and let the knees go. Stretching into the low back and hip joint. And then come back to center. Draw the knees in towards the shoulders. Happy baby. You can draw the knees towards the floor. And then try to press your sacrum towards the floor. That's the area at the back of the pant line. Cultivating length through the front body. Lengthening the belly. 2 more breaths. And then happy plow. So I welcome you to explore lifting the hips and low back towards the floor with the knees bent. The shoulder, legs, reaching for the big toes. Wide-legged plow. Notice the feeling of the breath flowing up through the back body. And then we'll roll up to sitting, bounce on the back of the sitting bones. So you can either hold the back of the legs if your knees are bent. If you're in wide-legged plow, try to hook the big toes the whole time. Take as many rocks as you need to find that balance point. Whoops, I lost it. It's a really great transition. So low belly can really draw in. We can pull back with the arms a bit to help lift the heart. Even if the knees are bent, that's fine. Focus on the spine position. And then bring the soles of the feet together or modify with straight legs, bound angle, Baddha Konasana. Holding onto the feet. Take an inhale to lift the heart. And take a few breaths here. So as you pull back a bit with the arms, maybe you can feel that engagement under the armpits and below the navel. Let it get softer and softer, more and more subtle. And then take an inhale to lift the chin. Exhale, fold for 5 breaths. If this is uncomfortable for your knees, you could instead bring the feet a foot and a half in front of you. Kourmasana, grabbing onto the shins or ankles. Lift the heart. Exhale to lay down onto your back. If there's any last postures you'd like to do, go ahead and do them. Otherwise, come into Shavasana, relaxation, softening the shoulders down the back. Bring the arms a little bit off the body, out to the sides, and then take the feet as wide as the mat, releasing the body, releasing the breath, releasing the jaw. Relax the forehead. Relax the whole face. And notice the natural flow of the breath. And as you're watching the breath, letting go of any control of that breath, you could imagine it as a golden light starting in the belly and then rising up the spine on each in-breath. Let the mind get drawn into that light moment to moment. And there's a healing just in observing that light. Bringing the mind back into the present. Then begin to come back to the body, becoming aware of the hands and feet. Start to circle the ankles and the wrists. Then with an inhalation, stretch the arms back overhead. And take a long exhale. Wrap the arms around the legs. Give yourself a big hug. And then we'll meet up in a comfortable seat and close practice with a chant of Om one time. Find an upright seat. You can, again, lift the heart and lower the chin a little bit. And then bringing the hands together, take a long breath in. Long breath out. And then inhale to chant. Long breath in. Thank you all so much, everybody. Thanks for practicing. Peace. Thanks, folks at home.